Underworld, yes, yes. They're sadly a little feature incomplete. They are missing quite a few ships in their roster. But that makes it partially more interesting because you actually have to use more neutrally buildable ships, which means that you really have to go for a specific set of planets. It really lays out the strategy for you. Any new updates to the mod? Oh, tons. However, since this is of course a playthrough that was started quite a while ago, I cannot actually use the new and updated content of the mod in this playthrough. This is an older version of the mod of a couple of months back that I keep here specifically for this playthrough. Now, the next playthrough that we will be doing on the new version, and then you will see numerous improvements. Where did we leave off? Let's see. Typhera here is under steady control of this Mon Calamari fleet, which, if I recall correctly, was not actually all that impressive. The Starforge still under our control. Build cost and time thingies have also been updated, by the way. This now all works fine in the newest build of the mod. Coralog, we have Coruscant, we have Balmora, we have Kua, Drendili, Corellia. The only thing we do not yet have is Fondor. The Empire has this and is apparently feeling very ballsy. Engaging this fleet over here. Oh, this was a bad life choice for them. 4 Secutors, 1 Luckrehulk, 13 Munificents. I believe this is what obliterated that Executor. And then 6 Dauntless against 2 Torpedo Spheres will do a decent amount of damage. Supported by the Arkhammer and the Avenger. We'll see how this goes. The stream is not indeed offline. Refresh the stream if it is for you guys. You don't need any of that stuff to run the mod properly. Luckily. Weapons online. This is just the... Oh no. Weapons online. Oh god, this is... Oh shit. I may have accidentally removed the fighter icons, which means this is going to get a whole lot more interesting than I bargained for.
We're awaiting orders. Cruiser reporting.
I have also changed a couple of pathfinding settings for ships in the new version of the mod so that they are a little bit less wonky. Movement, that is.
Frequency open. We await fleet orders.
Now, the enemy should be right over there. I believe we do not have a nuclear launch platform on this planet. This is, of course, Coralog I do not think has been in our possession for a long time. I don't even know if we have the damn planet, to be honest with you.
We're on our duty station.
Yeah, keep moving. Now, let's see. With these Dauntlesses in front, we probably do not want the Munificents to go in first. I mean, they'll take these out nicely, though. Of course, we need to take out the Diamond Boron missile cruiser before we make any sort of progress. And here come the Starfighters. Barely visible against the black background. This is going to hurt.
Receiving it clearly. Battery is online.
This thing needs to go down. It is sadly out of range. Alright, it is now in range. Alright, so that thing went too far forward. Of course, the speed of these cruisers has been severely increased. Ooh, that torpedo sphere is just going right in.
They've destroyed our ion cannons.
Very well. It may have a lot of shield points, but these Munificents deal a lot of damage. Oh wow, they actually went ahead and tried to engage this with that. That is not a good life choice. As they are now quickly finding out, these units will obliterate that thing. Gladiators, of course, more like dedicated carriers than warships. Wow, that torpedo sphere. Let's get that firing at that thing.
Your contact is garbled. Please repeat.
Should be fine. Arkhammer coming in.
Message received.
Let's get the gunships firing at that thing.
Yes, sir.
We are in position.
We should
Awaiting
keep
orders.
these over here as well.
We've targeted the enemy. Firing
I don't think the
weapons.
Avenger is currently on the field. However, once that is taken out, and maybe a couple more
At
things,
your command.
I'm not sure what these Munificents are doing.
Ready for battle.
Pathfinding their way
Orders.
into
Engines primed.
nothingness, apparently.
Moving to attack position.
So I'm just going to
Charge.
double right click on that thing.
Lined up. I've got him lined up.
This is where the fun
Keep your
begins.
eyes open.
This is where the fun
Nick,
begins.
Watch your six.
PTB has followed. Welcome to the stream, good sir. I am the Dutchman, and we are hopefully finishing this playthrough that has been going on for a long time now. We have most of the galaxy. We are cutting through the galactic core right now, and they do not have a lot left. Let's overcharge that thing and watch the barrage.
Keep your eyes open.
Switch the attack pattern.
I've got something.
Deploying your fire.
I've got my approach vector.
I'm with you.
Take it in. I got him lined up.
The Secular, of course, very powerful warship.
I've got him pegged.
Keep your eyes open. Thrusters at maximum. Thrusters
Frigate
at
awaiting
maximum.
orders.
Overcharge everything else.
Online. We're awaiting
Get you
orders.
firing. That thing should go down shortly.
Fleet, your transmission garbled. Repeat.
Let's broadside this. You can actually stop. This thing is already firing at
Enemy
full fire.
target sighted.
And as you can see, Dauntlesses with overcharge are just wonderful.
I need help here. Got one.
Very powerful against starships. Not so great against starfighters, but that is why they do carry X-Wings and A-Wings to protect it. These Munificents coming in, swamping this, and it should go down very shortly. There is a
Hold on.
victory over there. Let's go chase that down with a Dauntless.
Online. We're awaiting orders.
These ships may be slow, but they are well worth it. And they are indeed already running. This is how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to decimate the remnants of the Empire.
I've got my approach vector. Switch pattern. I'm with you. I've got him lined up. Vector set. Got one. Vector set.
The siege ship charge, the deadliest tactic. Yes, that is not how you want to use torpedoes here, of course. But the AI doesn't know that. Where can I get the latest build? ModDB. Download the light build and then the 1.3 patch.
Constructing.
What is going on here? I
Building
think
under
they had a
construction.
fleet here.
Complete.
Construction complete.
We have a lot of money right now. Let's build a
Vehicle
little
in
bit of
production.
Marauder cruiser here.
Constructing
couple of
unit.
support
Marauder
ships
cruiser here.
ready to fight. I do
Marauder
believe we have a
cruiser
very
here.
large land assault force
Marauder
ready.
Cruiser here.
This is Korolak, and we do not have any infantry. I believe we've already learned that that is a bad life choice, because we need infantry to actually capture,
Recruiting troops.
and we do not have barracks, if I recall correctly, because I never built those, which may have been a bad choice. Now we cannot capture any.
Construction complete.
Now we cannot capture any damn reinforcement.
primed.
Where's my second artillery piece?
Choose your reinforcements.
Where? No,
Destination
you're only
received.
gonna give me
Checking
one?
sector.
That's interesting. Very well.
Right away, sir. Underway. En route.
Maximum
these
unit
down to scout.
capacity.
Let's see.
We've located the enemy.
We have indeed located the enemy.
Ready. Moving into that area.
Now, if I
sir.
recall correctly, we can actually keep these here,
Artillery online.
and then just bomb away.
Destination received.
All weapons loaded.
I'm going to keep
T4B.
these over here to guard them.
T4B mobile.
These boys can stay over here, and you guys can scout.
We're going in.
We should already be able to fire at that
Yes, sir.
once this is deployed. We're already firing at this.
Give me a target.
You know what? They don't seem to have a whole lot. I think they just captured this. So why don't we just move straight up the middle and take the base?
Entering battlefield.
I would have appreciated some reinforcement. Ooh. Ta 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 turbo lasers. I do not recall where they are on this planet. Is there down here one? Nope, just the power generator. Let's go for that then. Playmaker Rick, welcome back. Mistral, Tortodo, everyone, welcome.
Spearheading assault.
We're all coming out here today to witness the end of the Empire. The end of an era, so to say. We have been on this playthrough for a while now, and it is time to end it. As someone has correctly pointed out earlier on YouTube, I am indeed playing with my food a little
Roger
bit.
that. Torpedoes away.
It's time to stop doing that. That's zooming out quite a bit, eh?
Roger.
Turbo lasers offline,
Assisting
unless
the
a blitz
suppressor
raid
fire.
what's left of them. Can't be much.
Form up. Torpedo launcher mobile.
Can you hit from here? Surprisingly, yes. Ancient TV has resubscribed with Twitch Prime for 3 months
Enemy
in a row
targeted.
already. Welcome back to the War Council, good sir. It's time to note that down on the board.
We are victorious.
As we see glorious victory pop up on our screen. Ancient, for coming in with the $5 subscription. It has been noted. Just one artillery piece lost. I don't think we
System
actually lost
conquered.
it. It just failed to land one. Now let's build some damn barracks here. Turbo lasers,
Constructing.
nuclear launch platform. Does that already have the text fixed in this version? Nope. Again, for everyone watching this is a older version of the mod. It does not indeed look quite like this. There are numerous fixes that have been applied recently.
Reporting.
T2B
Right,
over.
we were building a bunch of victories.
Production.
Construction complete.
Moving to coordinates.
Let's take over the next.
Reporting.
The entire Galactic Core is going to fall very quickly here. So that is where the Avenger has retreated to. We may actually encounter a torpedo sphere over here, which will be quite bad against our ISD fleet, but we do have 10
Star
of them.
Destroyer standing by.
We
Moving
have
to
some.
coordinates. Star Destroyer reporting.
Of course,
in.
as the Rebellion, you get
Yes.
X-Wings from these bad boys. I do want to edit the atmosphere effect a little bit so that it is less pronounced. It must be a little bit smaller. It currently sticks out a lot from the planet's surface, and while that looks great in orbit, it does not look great when you are slightly further away, such as over here. Top of the morning, Admiral. Top of the morning to you, good sir. It is indeed the afternoon at this point. I went on a run today and it felt great. I actually got back just a couple of hours ago. A little bit of exercise, get that in there. Getting that in your day, starting it off well. I see the vanilla model upscale of the Arc Hammer. We may actually remove the Arc Hammer soon. It is no longer hammer time indeed. CRB, welcome back. Also resubscribe to Twitch Prime for 2 months in a row at this point. Welcome back to the War Council, CRB. Now that's a good image to leave it on. CRB net.
There they are.
Coming in with the $5 resubscription. The battle begins.
Watch your six. Stay in attack formation.
What do we have here? A couple of ties.
Swinging around.
All of the X-Wings are diverting. I'm not a fan of this. These boys need to go straight to the base.
Awaiting your orders.
These TIE fighters are no threat to us. The Avenger, on the other hand, now that may be. And there it is. While the X-Wing does not have very powerful proton torpedoes, and indeed they are only the very small ones, What is that icon? Oh, right, that's a 2.
Awaiting your command.
The group that I have set them to. Well, they only have very small proton torpedoes, which are not that effective against capital ships. Having this many of them will, in fact, do the job. Taking out the missile launchers, which, of course, are going to obliterate our starfighters.
No good. I can't maneuver. Stay in attack formation. Standard contact behind me.
And so it begins.
Hold on. We're too close.
The destroyers will take care of the Avenger. I'm going to set the X-Wings to target the starbase.
Your command, sir. Order confirmed. Engaging the enemy. Commander.
It's no good.
Do we overcharge? I do not think it is necessary.
Reporting.
Not yet, at any rate. Let's actually surround the...
Roger that.
These will auto-engage.
Form up.
Let's actually surround the station.
Destroyer here.
We have quite a few units here.
Coming around.
Not quite doing anything. Just
Copy.
being in the back. Well, the ISD may have long-range weaponry. Not that long.
We're moving out.
The Avenger's getting hammered here. As powerful as Legion's classes may be, they can't stand up against that. Some would say he cannot repel firepower of that magnitude.
Encountering resistance.
And while those missiles may be exceptionally annoying,
Targeting at maximum firepower.
because they do indeed deal a lot of damage.
Enemy unit disabled.
Reporting.
Let's get everything up there.
Star
You are
Destroyer
already
standing
good.
by.
Starbase is slowly taking damage. Torpedoes of the X-Wings, again, do not deal a ton of damage. However, when you have this many of them, they will do the job. Rakan TV, good day, everyone. Good day to you right back.
Star Destroyer reporting.
Today, it is time to finish off the Empire.
Keep your eyes open.
Yes, Commander.
We have been
Full speed.
running on this playthrough for a long time.
We've got them on scopes.
It's time to end things.
Rendezvous at Mark 6.1.
For those of you wondering why we are actually commanding Star Destroyers over here as the Rebellion, if you are indeed the Rebellion, then you can actually build Star Destroyer classes once you take over Kuat and Fondor.
Awaiting your orders.
That thing should also already be down. And that should be it.
Awaiting your command.
We've got them on the run.
Building under
I do
construction.
not believe we will get to build that. But I will queue it up regardless. What are we actually firing at right now? A bunch of starfighters? It's probably a bunch of starfighters. Yep, TIE defenders. And there we go. Kurita
Cruiser
has been
reporting.
taken. Let's see what these victories can do over Alderaan.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Construction is indeed complete.
Cruiser reporting.
Now, let's see. Let's land these MDUs because apparently they are OP as shit. Oh, we got Boba Fett down here. Which is actually a Underworld hero as of right now. Alright, so... Repair station. Mobile shield generator. Rapid fire laser turret.
The enemy is approaching.
Oh, well, in that case, apparently it is useful to land that. Because apparently there are dudes up here.
Moving to coordinates.
Construction complete.
Right away. Underway. En route.
Maximum unit capacity.
Let's see how fast this thing fires once we actually get something to target. No, can't do that. Okay, well, maybe not.
Form up. Ready to go. Ground target locked.
Turret has been sold.
Awaiting orders. Ready for attack.
MDU. I've never used these very much in ground combat. Let's see if they can run over... They cannot indeed run over infantry. Let's go capture. Ooh, I see dudes.
Shield generator constructing. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Already? Well, I mean,
Choose
that is
your
not a great start.
reinforcements.
Oh shit. Well, these are dead. I could save them.
Away, sir.
I am aware.
Maximum unit capacity.
But we brought spares.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Weapons firing.
I copy.
These damnably OP ATSTs.
Moving into position.
They will finally end. And I've brought enough tanks to take them down. Build a shield generator in front of them. Well, the idea was to save the MDU, actually. Not spook them away.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
The shield generator would have protected the MDU, except that, of course, we were indeed a little too late on that. Again, I've never really used them, so I don't know how fast these things actually construct.
Copy.
Destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Wow, that dude is ballsy.
Destroyed.
A little bit too ballsy. We have some Dark Troopers here. Which, I must say, does not quite surprise me with the amount of arc hammers we have on the field.
Attack.
Target that. Everything else move up. I don't know why you are still... You need to move up here as well. Can we not hit that? Apparently we can. Wow. These are not that great against that.
Open fire.
What is up with this weird ass... Oh wait, that's Boba Fett. I thought there was a...
Attack that target.
He's also not attacking. I think his animations are bugged out.
T4P ready. Attacking target.
It's the stuff we will have to look into later.
Beginning attack.
Destroyed. Choose your reinforcements.
Yeah, but how's everyone
Force
doing on this
spotted.
fine Sunday? How is everyone doing on this fine Sunday?
Yes, Commander.
Give me
What are you guys doing right now?
right away. Fire it.
Already read that, Who said that? Yeah, Mistral is listening to some music right now.
Destroyed.
Attacking.
Putting on some metal. I would do it myself, if not for the fact that, you know, copyright
Standing by,
strikes
sir.
and all that, that not so good stuff would actually make the video unwatchable in most parts of the world. As such, we are running some video game music right now. The StarCraft 2 soundtrack. Excellent
sir.
for this occasion.
Ready for attack.
Suppressive fire.
Ready for orders.
Destroyed.
Is there actually stuff in there?
Be over.
Because if that's the case, then we
On it,
need
sir.
some more firepower over here. Let's get the hovercraft in. We are apparently still...
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinate.
Sure, land some more of
Unit
these.
destroyed.
I need to land more of these MDUs, but honestly, I'm kind of like, eh.
I've got him in my sight.
That does a lot of damage.
Cannons charged. I copy. Armor standing
Let's get these
by.
behind a few
Armor ready.
more
Ready to
well-shielded
roll.
units.
Copy.
As the T4Bs continue to wreck house. No bombers? And no bombardment.
Roger that.
These are things I will have to fix. Units have to be added to the actual
Adjusting
bombardment list, which is a...
Advancing.
there's an actual list of ships that are bombardment capable, and new ships have to be added to that, and I usually neglect doing that. Which I mustn't. But it's easier to just take all the units and then add them one by one at one point than it is to do that every single time for every single unit.
Roger that.
Let's get you boys in the
Initiating
ground,
sweep.
preferably before that detonates.
Executing flight.
Okay, good.
Weapons online.
I was wondering, are you just going to sit there? Sit there and take it, so to say?
Roger. Form up. Awaiting order. Let's go.
Fire support ready.
Engaging target. Spearheading assault.
Fire support
Now, with
ready.
all of these heavy tanks combined, we should be able to take out these
This
ADSs.
assault.
We've got your back.
Yeah, Boba Fett hasn't been the same since the accident.
Ready for
No,
attack.
apparently he hasn't.
Keep going.
Destroyed.
This way.
Let's take out these facilities because they will keep spawning these until the cows come home.
Destroyed.
Adjusting
Reinforcement
navigator.
point contested.
Reinforcement point contested. We are apparently attacking Rancors and shit.
I copy.
These missiles are apparently fairly effective.
Destroyed.
Attack. Fire. Open fire.
Shit.
Reporting.
Oh, crap, that's a problem. That has to go down fairly quickly.
Attack that target.
Otherwise our speeders are indeed toast.
Immobile. Providing
And I prefer our speeders to just be speeders.
Unit destroyed.
Send in more hovercraft.
Choose your reinforcements.
Swamp them.
Unit destroyed.
Let- What, are there more flak cannons? There
Unit
shouldn't be.
Destroyed.
Copy. Attack.
Playing World of Tanks. That is a good game. Never actually played it myself. I know how it plays though. It's fairly impressive. It looks great.
Waiting orders.
Great look at that one. Same with Dreadnought. That's also a game that I actually want to play, but I never actually have.
Reporting.
Should play that sometime. Let's take care of these Dark Troopers before they obliterate these light hovercraft. Very well.
Attack that target. Back up here.
Why are we taking... What the fuck just happened there? Is that the barrage of the ADST? Because if so, we are removing that ability.
Destroyed.
Because that's
Target
bullshit.
Providing cover.
Choose your reinforcements.
En route. Moving to
Maximum
coordinates.
unit capacity.
Do they have more?
Destroyed.
No more unit producing facilities, which means we can now actually start taking out their units.
Unit destroyed.
About damn time too.
Maximum unit
Ready.
capacity.
Fire at will. Copy. Attacking.
Really? That's it?
Again.
Very well,
En
we
route.
will finish this
Standing
with
by.
speeders. ADST is too
Ready to
strong.
go. Targeting.
Heavy
Firing.
tanks, artillery, nothing works.
Commander, we're going in. Ground
I doubt
targets locked.
I doubt even
Ready for
missile
attack.
infantry at this
Ready,
point would
sir.
take him down. With the armor values we have set on them right now. It is a major bug, of course.
Ready for orders.
Major bug.
Reinforcement point contested.
I shouldn't need any more reinforcements after this.
Initiating sweep.
Oh yeah, wait. I think the strafing runs work a lot better. So you really have to hop from building to building with these.
I've got a lock.
Like so. So you get a full strafing run.
Attack.
Reinforcement point contested.
Moving to coordinates.
Is there anything down here?
Roger
Should be a
that.
turret. Not sure if these are actually victory relevant or not.
Fire. Waiting orders.
We don't need the map for this. Is that a... Nope, that is a
Copy.
anti-vehicle turret.
Right away. Open fire. I copy.
I'm not going to deal with
Moving
these Rancors, right? Actually, how
Loading.
difficult is it to deal with Rancors
Heading
with
out.
these? That one is actually captured. There's only one down there, I think.
Attack that target. Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going. Yes, sir. This
Nothing
way.
there. That is all
Over
demolished.
there. Scouting location.
Let's see how much damage this Rancor takes.
Copy.
Not that
Yes,
much.
Commander. Attacking target.
Not that buildings take much more, of course. Zwerg, welcome back, man. How you doing?
Ready. Fire at will.
We are finishing the Empire today. We are cutting through the core, capturing whatever we can,
Reporting in.
which is basically everything. And the Empire currently has nothing to stop us. We are swamping them with speeders right
Standing
now.
by.
Trying to take out this Rancor versus Scout Trooper. I wonder how that one's gonna go.
Ready to go.
Turns out, Rancors do not take a whole lot of damage from snow speeders. Who would have guessed? Doing fine, and you? I am doing fine. I went on a run earlier today. Can confirm that starts off the day well. And I'm ready to make some goddamn progress. I'm sorry, Rancor. I think this actually gives us a money boost.
En route. Targeting.
Rancor have been known to wipe out entire armies, destroy their cave. Oh, for fuck's sake. They have a cave, of course.
Ready for orders. Roger
Herp
that.
derp, how did I forget this? You have to destroy the goddamn cave.
Going in.
Apparently that... Well, that's an interesting sight. Bugs. Bugs aplenty.
Form up.
Okay, come on, speeders. Hit that, will you?
Ready for attack.
Wow, that is some piss poor accuracy. Let's take out the remaining turrets and then auto-resolve, because obviously we're not going to sit here through all of this crap. And we can easily take out all of these ADSTs without them being any threat to us.
They're falling back.
Destroyed.
Apparently we lost a few speeders there.
I copy. Moving to coordinates.
Yep.
Roger that. Attack.
Actually, let's not hit the civilians, let's hit the stormtroopers. That was a fairly costly engagement.
Conquered.
In fact, we pretty much lost everything there.
System lost.
What? What do you mean system lost?
Construction
Balmora.
complete.
Changed from Rebellion to Empire. Well, that is just sadly unacceptable. Let's make sure that does not happen again.
Enlisting.
T2B over.
Cruiser reporting.
Vehicle in production.
Let's enlist
Unit
some
in
more ground
production.
forces.
Constructing unit.
Maybe I should just be building
Vehicle in production.
T4Bs
reporting.
instead of
Constructing
Overcraft.
unit.
Because these T2Bs are really not that
Constructing.
amazing. It has to be said. I mean, we knew this.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
We knew this.
Construction complete.
Reporting in. Ready for combat.
Vehicle in production.
We are just blowing through our ground forces. Very quickly. A little bit too quickly.
Vehicle in production.
Very well. Are our victories ready? Yes, then let's go right back to building the far superior unit, the Procrusator.
T2B over.
As we send these victories over to reclaim Balmora, which apparently is already reclaimed, so let's pull them over Alderaan.
Tactical battle.
Ooh, torpedo sphere. Mistral, you gotta quit that strimmer shit. And I know you're doing it intentionally.
Reporting in. Navigating to coordinates.
Wow, everything just moved in one go?
Ready for duty.
I am mighty impressed.
Flight speed.
I am mighty
All
impressed.
up. Awaiting orders.
Now let's swamp them. Victories with X-Wings and Y-Wings. Sweet dreams are made of these, ladies and gentlemen. Now, victories have about the same speed as a regular Star Destroyer, which is 3. Will take him a while to get over there. Let's actually fast forward.
Copy.
How is it going? It is going well. If you are asking about the game, we are about to smash the Empire into oblivion. They do have a little bit in the southeast side of the map, but we should go through that relatively quickly.
Attack. Reporting.
There's going to be a lot of missiles here. Maybe a few too many missiles. But can you ever have enough missiles, though? The game says yes.
Awaiting instructions.
Let's not bother with this and head straight for their capital ships. These Y-Wings need to get on these torpedo spheres before they long-range snipe all of our victories. Which they eventually will. They're not firing as I... Okay, they're firing now, but not at the correct targets. You guys... Well, I'm not sure what I want to do with you guys. I can't currently see the enemy starfighters because I have squadron icons turned off, which is actually a bad idea, of course.
Cruiser reporting.
There's one on me.
Gunship reporting.
Is it wise to swamp them with a victory right there?
We're drawing their fire.
This will actually take quite a bit of
Y-wing standing by.
splash damage.
Behind me.
Take down those shields.
Loosen up.
Primary target is the shield generator.
Hold out.
Hit the engines.
Let's actually go for the turbo lasers.
Batteries online.
They're coming around.
These boys are firing.
Try not to
Y-wings are getting into range now.
scratch one.
Executing bombing runs.
Should we go around for another pass? I've got one on me.
I've got him lined up. I've got my approach vector. I've been hit.
Weapons ready.
Standard contact.
I still do not see the torpedo spheres actually firing their main weapons.
That's it. Scratch one. Got one on me.
I suppose this is advantageous?
I've been hit.
Maybe we should make sure that the AI does not build too many of these. If they cannot use them properly, then obviously they are a huge detriment. I'd rather have them building Star Destroyers.
I've lost engine 2.
I mean, we are in range. I should
Holding
overcharge.
fire for maximum effect.
Got one on me.
Go on. Select the...
Ready for battle.
Fuck it. I'll do it manually.
I can't see him. The laser banks. Target those lasers.
Hangars do have quite a bit of
The laser
HP.
banks are your primary
They
target.
destroyed our ion cannon.
Target those lasers.
Let's obliterate that Star Destroyer.
The laser banks are your primary target.
Reporting in. Ready for duty. Fire.
Let's attack move. They can pick their own targets. Swamping the Empire with their own ships. Now this is pretty good.
Mark 6.1.
Especially when we have more of them.
I've got my approach vector.
The ion cannons are inoperable.
That Star Destroyer getting wrecked. That shield, surprising. Ow, ow, ow. That is the torpedo shot, and that is what it does to ships. Apparently they do start targeting right now. I do not know where the other torpedo sphere is. It may already be... There it is. It's not in an actual firing position, though. It needs to rotate. There is, of course, 45 seconds in between shots, so we should be able to take out the torpedo sphere before it takes out more of our victories.
Our shields are down.
I've lost engine 2.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
The victory is currently not OP. In fact, it is very much not. If you want an OP ship, you should build Procrusators. Those are borderline unacceptably OP, actually. The amount of firepower and HP you get for the cost is... It rivals some capital ships, honestly. Only it isn't a frigate-priced package. And there was another shot.
The launch bay is gone.
We just caught the tail end of it. Speaking of speed, is the assault frigate supposed to have 2 speed? Yes, it is very slow. It only has very small engines.
Watch your 6.
I remember the old times when the Victory could lock its X-foils. That monitor has been here for a while. I must say I miss the ability, I really do. However, sadly the ability was not quite
Maneuver.
usable by the AI, and it was also fairly buggy. As such, it was removed. It still pains me because I love that ability. I really did. So, when we begin the Empire playthrough,
Awaiting
which is of course on the...
open fire. Copy.
Go on, take it out. Which is of course on the... Here you can see that the firepower of the Victory is just really not that great. It takes so long to take out a capital ship like this.
Are inoperable.
Anyway, when we begin the Empire playthrough of the Community Challenge, which starts in May, by the way. If you guys are patrons and you have not yet picked a ship for the Community Challenge, head over to Patreon, read the news post. We are doing a Community Challenge where I can only, for the Empire playthrough, use Patreon-picked units. So, pick a unit class, think of a name for it, and then if you're a patron, comment down below on the post, and then it will be put into the pool of units that I can use. And thankfully, someone has already picked a Superstar Destroyer, so we will have plenty of firepower At least for the late game. We do need some early game units too. Luckily, we have plenty of Lieutenant First Class and Field Commanders, which are capable of picking, if I recall correctly, corvettes, frigates, and maybe capital ships? That may be fleet admirals. Don't know. But be sure to also pick some early game units, because we do, of course, need some early game units. Otherwise, we will have to resort to just starfighters, which... Do we win?
Reporting. Awaiting instructions.
3-2, full throttle.
Yes, Commander.
Are there... Is that torpedo sphere still... Ah, that torpedo sphere is still there.
Destination.
Which means if I auto-resolve, I will lose all these victories, because that thing has a very high AI combat value. And the auto-resolve is very wacky, as such we will sadly have to go and wreck that. If you think that I'm going to price a assault carrier, I think, was that the impeller or the compeller? Not sure. But if you think I would price a ship like that in the 50 to 75k range, then you are very high. Then again, you also think that the Pro Crusader is bad, which, Polkovnik, mate, you need to look through the ship stats.
Ready.
You really do, because you have some weird balance ideas about how the mod is set up. It may be a very old version of the mod that you're looking at. Be sure to have... You have the dev build. You have the dev
Cruiser
build.
reporting.
I don't know why you get these strange balance ideas, man. But...
Lock S-foils in attack position.
You need to rethink some of your ideas about units in the mod. Why would you buy cost-effective ships when you can buy gigantic and very expensive ships? Well, I mean, the point is I only have a limited selection of ships that I can use for the playthrough, right? And when we eventually begin it, I will need to buy some fucking ships. So, with the limited unit pool we have available, I'd rather have... powerful, very powerful units with the few that we have than just like 100 corvettes, right? Because then it's just we die. I can't win a playthrough with 100 corvettes. We'd get smashed. We'd get absolutely smashed. I think it can actually fire right now. It's like, oh, that one may bite the bullet. I don't know what he's targeting, but... Destroy unit victory, Star Destroyer. Oh, yeah, there we go. I am so sorry, mate. I think it's gonna be... Yeah, I'm afraid it's gonna be
Gunship
you.
reporting.
I am so sorry. Wait, do these not have monikers? Oh, that's
Our
actually a
shields are
problem.
down. Batteries online.
It's always interesting to see the rest of the torpedo
This is where the fun begins.
charge fly off into the sunset.
Fun begins.
Ares2028 has followed. Thank you very much for the follow, good sir. Welcome
Weapons
to
ready.
the stream.
Attacking target.
Everyone needs a Doomag. This is true, they are very effective. I hope someone picks a torpedo sphere because those are useful.
combat.
Not how the AI uses them, but they are actually very
reporting.
useful. Why does Mirror still have a fleet?
T2B over.
What's a good assault fleet we can use? Let's see. I mean, we have several. Let's see. I think we have a tremendous assault fleet over Mandalore.
T2B over.
Yes, in fact, we have a
Artillery online.
very, very powerful
Reporting in.
assault fleet over Mandalore. Do we put some Kandosis in this fleet? Do we start using Kandosis or do we
Cruiser
start using
reporting.
Delbase? They are both amazing units.
T2B over.
We're gonna go down here with our Mandalorian fleet.
T2B over.
Speaking of which, let's buy some more.
Cruiser reporting.
T2B over. T2B
They are apparently
over.
building a subjugator.
Reporting in.
Construction complete.
What do they have over Fondor?
T4B ready.
2 Titans.